Howdy, the Harmony H1260 in standard tuning. E, A, D, G, B, E. Let's start with the basic C chord. That's the C. A. Love the A sound on this. G. E major. D. Lovely D chord. Let's try A minor. Try an E minor. Try a D minor. Let's try an A7. Nice A7 on it. Try B7, one of my faves. Let's try an F. This really shines on the Fs. F major. It's the F. Let's try a few power chords, B5. And B5 again. F sharp 5. Another power chord, F sharp 5. B5. F sharp 5. Now we'll try a B major. And again, B major. Let's try B minor. Unique sound in B minor. Maybe because I didn't have it on the right strings. My second finger. Not that great with the B minor. But I want you to get a perception of the sound. Unprocessed, no EQ, just a straight sound coming from the guitar to a Sony camera. About it. Here we go. It's a B minor. So that's a B minor. Those are some of the basic chords from the Harmony H1260. It's a classic guitar, solid spruce top, solid mahogany back and sides, rosewood fingerboard. Originally these had a pinless rosewood bridge. Now this one has pins. I think they sound better with a pin bridge, actually, the Harmonies. I've listened to a million of them online. But so this bridge was replaced. It is a rosewood pin bridge, replacing the pinless rosewood bridge in the original. I had a bone nut and bone saddle put in. This is from 1968 or 1969. It is AKA the Stairway guitar. Jim Page wrote Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, and 4 on this very model. I don't know if it's the year. I think he had an earlier year. The Harmonies were made from 1958 to 1971. Like I say, this one's from 1968 or 69. They came, I believe, with the plastic nut and saddle. I had a bone nut and a bone saddle put in. They originally came with ladder bracing. The bracing on an acoustic guitar actually keeps the top soundboard here, or the top, from bowing. And it also adds some stability to the guitar, the bracing. It also can have an impact on the sound. Right? Not always, but it can have an impact on the sound. From minor to somewhat significant. This, I don't know if this is H bracing, or not H ladder bracing, or what it was updated to X bracing, which is like this. I'll have to get a mirror and look inside. But I picked this up last summer, and I've been playing it on and off ever since. Great guitar. The nut is 1.75 inches, or 1, and 3/4 inches. That's how wide the nut is. And it's the guitar's tone to me is melancholy. Melancholy, in a word. It has that melancholy thing that Jim Page, he kind of had that sound a lot of times, and part of it was because he had the Harmony H1260. There was a lot of these made. Harmony made a ton of instruments. Now I think they only produce electric guitars, the Jupiter guitar. I'm pretty sure that's all they make now. Not 100% sure. And Pete Townsend also played the harmonies, and so did Keith Richards. He played the Harmony Sovereigns. Keith also played the Meteor too, I believe. The Meteor electric guitar, or the Rocket, because Harmony has some popular electric guitars from the 60s and 50s as well. But this is the classic Harmony acoustic guitar. Easily the best one they've ever made. And it is called the Stairway guitar because Jim Page actually played this very model on Stairway to Heaven in the recording. And he wrote all of Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the Harmony. And he actually recorded a lot of Led Zeppelin 3 on this too, like Tangerine. Okay? So he actually recorded a little with this on those 4 albums, and he actually wrote all of them, almost all of them, on this very guitar. And this is the actual guitar that you hear on Stairway to Heaven. It's a Harmony H1260 from the 1960s. Hence this. Now, I'm not a Led Zeppelin maniac. I'm not a Led Zeppelin nut. But, I appreciate them, and I've heard all their stuff, know all about them, heard all their albums since I was in high school. I appreciate Led Zeppelin. There's some stuff I like about them. But I heard this guitar online, and I thought, wow, that's a unique sounding guitar. What is that? And I learned what it is, and basically, if you look around, you can find one that is hopefully restored. This one has been completely restored. They do have a truss rod in them. That's a metal rod that goes from the top in through the neck to the body. This one has a truss rod. They do have a truss rod. And the neck is kind of fat this way. Not wide here with the 1.75 inch nut, but fat this way a little bit. And you would say, is it a problem? No, it's not a problem. You'll get used to it. Believe me, you'll like the sound so much if you get a good one that you won't care. But it is a little fat this way, Not facing you. Of course, it's just 1.75 like a standard, it's nowhere a little bit of a wide neck. But this way, it's a little fat. And as you can see here, it's considered a, quote, jumbo dreadnought. It's like a fat, mushroom-shaped dreadnought. It's kind of chunky, like a chunky monkey. But it is that. But it doesn't bother your playing at all. It doesn't bother your playing, and it's a classic guitar. It really is. Here's a C again. A. to that E chord ring. Man, I tell you what. But this is the Harmony, and you know, Harmony, there's a ton of them. They also made the Airline guitars. You'll see Airline on the headstock. This actually says Sovereign, because that's what it is. The Harmony H1260 Sovereign. But Harmony also made the Silver Tones and the Airline guitars. They were also made by Harmony. So if you see Silver Tone or Airline on the headstock of a guitar, or it's labeled as such, those were made by Harmony. But great guitar, you know, one of my very favorites, plays nice, and those strings are not brand new and they're not old. So I wanted to give you guys a general perception of, not a general, but a good perception of the sound of a Harmony H1260 from the 1960s with a bridge that have pins. Remember, the originals did not have pins, but I actually think it sounds better. And I'm not sure if this one has the X bracing or if it has the original ladder bracing. Again, bracing can have an impact on the sound. Not always, but it can. There's like A bracing, fan bracing, X bracing, V bracing, you know, ladder bracing. I'm not sure if this was the original ladder bracing or if there's no way I could tell, but I'll have to get a mirror and look. But this is the sound of the Harmony H1260. See you next time.